Hey Virgos, welcome and welcome back to the Honey Sea Star Tarot, and welcome to October. So this is going to be your weekly read from September 29th all the way into October 5th. Can you believe we're already into October? I can't, just saying. But before we get started, I just wanted to send out a little bit of love to each and every one of you guys, and thank you guys so much for all your love and support, with all your with all the views and the likes and subscribes, the comments. They make me melt. Being able to connect with you guys has been amazing, and seeing the channel grow because of the connection has been even more mind-blowing for me and just monumental. And so thank you guys so much. I love you back. So coming into this week, I just want to prepare you. I'm going to do a separate video, but we have a new moon in Libra, and we have the second solar eclipse here out of a set of 3. The third one is going to be on October 17th. And for those who missed the first solar eclipse video, check it out. No pressure. But either way, this one is really, it's all about planting seeds for relationships, equity, and love. So check out the video. It goes into a lot because this is also, with this new moon being in Libra and then the solar eclipse, it's kind of like throwing fire. So more to come. But before that, we have September 29th. And coming into this week, basically it's, this weekend should have been all about relationships. And if that resonates, by all means, share your story. Put a heart in the comments below. But basically, it's all about coming together, asking for help, leaning on your tribe, and knowing that they're here to lift you up and support you, just like this channel is. We are here to lift you up and support you here on the Honey Sea Star Tarot. And with the sun being in Libra, and also being conjunct with Mercury, which is also in Libra on the 30th, this is intense concentration. This is mental energy coming into the beginning of the week. And it's really all about understanding art, talent, language, and literature. But it's the modality, of linguistics and music and art and creativity. And really coming into this week here, this is a heck of a start. Oh my goodness. But basically, we've got an arrival of prosperity. There's a triumph, and it's due to the fruits of your labor, but this is about success and personal satisfaction. And again, this is about creativity. You are standing as the Queen of Wands, very optimistic, very outgoing, but you've got that charisma, that confidence, and that strength behind you in what you do. And like I say, Mercury and the sun being in Libra, this is going to give you that strength as well astrologically. And then as we walk into October, the moon is also going to be moving into Libra, which is all about balance. This is all about opportunities to negotiate without compromising values or principles or your needs. But like I say, this is also going to lend itself towards a cheerful open-mindedness, and with a focus on partnerships, where love really truly is at the center, and it's about new and old. And then, like I say, no pressure, but as we move into October 2nd, we've got the new moon in Libra. And so this is where emotions rule, relationships, harmonies. This is where the feminine is emphasized. And also, too, there's an assertiveness, but also a gentleness that you'll find when dealing with people and your connections. And this is an opportunity that basically is coming around that may have been missed. And it could have been missed due to a fear of change or bad planning. But really, it's the main thing that I see in it is that it's coming back around. It's kind of like the second time around. One of my favorite songs by the Barefoot Movement. I'm just saying, check it out if you haven't heard them. But before, when you miss this opportunity, you could have been lost in monotony, or you could have been feeling a bit of boredom or a loss of focus lately. Or even feeling like, again, this missed opportunity happened and it caused a stagnation where it was like, well, I don't know, should I leap until it's perfect or not? this opportunity is coming back around. Now, I do want to also prepare you with this new moon in Libra. Again, I'll do a separate video. It's about leaning into balance and about taking the opportunities or having opportunities to negotiate without compromising values, principles, or needs. Now, with the solar eclipse on top of that, it's going to be a micro one. It's going to look small, but it's not really small. It's just that it's the farthest point from the moon's orbit. But this is the second of the third, or second out of three, know what I meant. It's about planting seeds for relationships of equity and love. And solar eclipse typically tend to mean an end of or signify an end of cycles. In this case, it will also lend itself towards the idea of cleaning house, or sparks events that will clean house for us, basically. And so just be forewarned, basically, especially with, having that conjunction between the sun and Mercury, with the gift of gab and literature, words have strength, basically, at this time. And what I'm seeing here is that expectations of reward without labor have kind of been here in the forefront here. And this is what really was kind of led, or this missed opportunity had kind of led to this sense of taking shortcuts, or maybe a sense of stagnation, kind of putting you in a place where it's like a loss of focus, basically. I hesitate to use the word laziness because we're Virgos. When is that possible unless we're sick? But either way, I do see that there could be some conflict with this new moon coming in. What I also see, though, as well, is that you're going to be fighting for your goals, standing your ground, persevering. And this is through this standing of your ground. Firm stand hold. That's what I'm trying to say. By planting your feet, there truly is, again, second confirmation that there is an arrival of good news, and it will bring excitement. It will bring freedom, and then it also will bring creativity. It's a new idea, new information. This Page of Cups is basically using that insight and falling in love with it, kind of reconnecting with that youthness within you that leads to an exploration. And it leads to an exploration that will bring security, will bring wealth. I mean, this is crazy. We've got the Queen and the King of Pentacles right back to back. And this is achieving long-term goals, this is success and wealth, but it's through dedication and stability. Really, truly, the universe wants you to know, Spirit wants you to know that success is truly yours. The universe is in your favor. And really, with this new moon in Libra, especially with the solar eclipse and throwing fire, basically, it's about kind of learning or knowing what to fight for and what not to fight for. And we'll go into that in the other video. Check it out, just saying. But either way, what Spirit wants you to know, especially when it comes in mind with business, this is about fighting for truly knowing what to fight for and what not to fight for, but fighting for your values, your self-worth, as well as finances and monetizable skills. So this is kind of a point where it's with this new moon, it's about putting your money where your mouth is. True story. That's kind of what I actually tell people when I play poker. I don't play very often, never been to a casino, true story. But in college, I tell you what, I earned a lot of laundry money that way. And it was because I'm not the best poker player. I'm not going to claim to be. But it's because I played straight, basically. I don't bluff often. It's very difficult for me to lie. I'm a Sagittarius moon. If you guys resonate, by all means, put a heart in comments below. Just saying, it's a lot of work for us to try and do it. So either way, I play a straight game. It's much easier. So anyway, you put your money where your mouth is. And for those that are bluffing, that kind of ends up not going in their favor. But I will say, if I play against you and I kind of get the understanding or impression that you're not handling it very well, I'll let you win your money back, some of it. Anyway, With the Eight of Wands in reverse, this is about maybe feeling out of control or slow action, basically. And again, it speaks to that stagnancy, and it's due to that missed opportunity from the past that's coming back around. You could have missed that. It could have left you feeling discouraged, basically. It could have left you kind of losing that inner fire. Feeling like you needed to be more conservative about your work or about shining your light. Kind of what comes to mind is, dimming your light for the sake of others, basically. And what I see in that is due to that, like it was also kind of muddying up your judgment. It was leading you to feel overcritical of yourself, and also too maybe even feeling disconnected from spirit in general, or feeling like you weren't grounded or having trouble grounding or misinterpreting the signs. What Spirit is saying here is this: truly, when it comes around, now is the time to know what to fight for. This is your new beginning. This is prosperity and success, but it's achievable. It's enjoyable. It's got security behind it, and you are meeting the challenges. With the Devil here as well, this is about restrictions. This is about materialistic aspects or distrust and faithlessness. Now is not the time to give up. Even if you felt disconnected here from this missed opportunity from the divine, this is the time with the Page of Wands where you are reconnected, you are enthusiastic, and you're energetic and adventurous. No longer are you afraid. No longer are you afraid of change, of new projects, to explore. This is about good news and good messengers coming in your way. And it's an ending of a phase and the start of one that's new. Just saying. And if that resonates, by all means, and you feel comfortable, share your story in the comments below. That way we can help lift you up here. Because if you were feeling disconnected, this solar eclipse is really all about, again, it's basically leaning into that balance. It's an opportunity to negotiate without compromising values or principles. And truly, at this point with the new moon, it's about being assertive yet gentle with all dealings with people. And so what I also see here too is that the moon, which is in Libra, is also conjunct with Mercury, like I say. So the sun's going to be conjunct with Mercury, the moon's going to be conjunct with Mercury. All of them are in Libra. It is a fantastic starting point for any type of business, any type of networking. And again, that's where I see messengers coming in. You've got good judgment behind you. You've got the ability to communicate effectively, especially when you're discussing your emotions. But all business prospects generally have the potential in this phase of a conjunction between the moon and Mercury as well as the sun, where they will lead to success. This is about making the right connections. And on October 3rd, the moon, which again, Libra, is also going to be trine with Jupiter. This is about social success, financial opportunities. And so, like I say, this is about starting something new, but in a way of business, especially if you're meeting and dealing with people that are kind of, financially successful, or dealing with higher executive kind of aspects, or that kind of level entrepreneurship-wise too, business owners. Right now you're very attractive and you're optimistic and you're artistic. And so these financial opportunities, these social successes are really going to come quite easily for you with this trine with Jupiter helping us, especially on the 3rd when it's in Gemini and trine with the moon there. Side tangent for those that maybe are looking for love too, this is also an excellent trine for meeting your future spouse. So if anyone has a new love interest that they're meeting this week, keep an open mind, because I will say you are definitely a bright shining light at this point. Now, what I see here as well is, if you had been having a point of, stagnancy, if you had been dealing with conflict, competition, friction, rivalries, disagreements, especially with that solar eclipse. That's the ending. How to put that? It's an end of a cycle of relationships that are hurtful and the beginning of ones that are more careful, ones that are like-minded. This is a period of prosperity and freedom, as well as, again, especially when it comes to business, financial success and financial freedom. This is reaching goals. And again, this is about, with the 10 of Cups, this is about happiness and fulfillment, not only with family, but with love. And also stability, especially in health. And you are gaining new skills. With the 3 of Coins here, this is about your skills and your knowledge and learning, but it's also about mastery and dedication. And so what I see in that is like where that stagnancy really, it was due to all of this mess that's surrounding you. Within your inner sides, that didn't sound right. Within your inner peace, you are basically standing in your power. You've created this world where basically, and this tribe who you'll be coming into alignment with, that really truly are meant for lifting each other up, are meant for joyous reunions and socializations. But it's also about celebrating together through finding win-win solutions. Now, true story. So I was at the store, and I will say, I love the gift in making relationships, especially when it's making lasting relationships with someone who would ultimately be a stranger otherwise. And so anyway, I was at the store. Not the first time I have made some really amazing connections at the grocery store. I'm just saying, I must be, I must be that shopper. But either way, it was so sweet. In the dairy aisle, I met a wonderful woman who basically, she just helped lifted me up. I mean, it was one of these wonderful connections where I'm relatively new to the area and she's helping turn me on to a realtor. I've been struggling with that. She also happens to be running a craft fair, which I also am an artist. I do wild craft. And so anyway, yeah, I ended up basically finding out about a new vending opportunity and melted my heart. It's basically a craft fair that's also a fundraiser for the music departments in my area. And so anyway, I melted. It was Kismet. I got to meet her family too on top of it. And so I tell you what, this woman, I really, really look forward to getting to meet her because she is just a beautiful, beautiful being and beautiful human. And her family also just in general was filled with so much light. But like I say, it's the kindness of strangers that really, for me, like really, it's whether you know them or whether you're not, but with a stranger, they have no connection or potential responsibility to you because they have no commitment to you, right? And so it really does take that trust, that open-mindedness, that open-heartedness, and two, the alignment of the divine where you're attracting the right vibrations to bring new opportunities. And so true story, that was amazing for me. I'm just saying. Second story, I promise I'll go back to tarot, but I had a gentleman that, it was after COVID. Everybody was just kind of looking for a little bit of human connection. And he was just looking for someone to talk to. We had a wonderful conversation, especially because he had just lost his wife 6 months ago too, on top of COVID. And so he was really needing that emotional connection with people. A little bit of love, as I would say. And anyway, we had the most wonderful long conversation. I think we talked for like half an hour. True story. Here we are, we parted ways. I went about and I shopped for the rest of my way. He actually bought me flowers and waited for me to come to the checkout line so that he could say bye and give me a hug for how much he changed my world. And I tell you what, that woman this week did the exact same thing for me, and I was so grateful. I hugged her. I'm just saying. And if that resonates, if you've had something like that happen, share your story in the comments below, because I love the idea where, it's the gift of a stranger that can really reinstill that connection of when you feel alone, you're never really alone. I'm just saying. And with the moon in Libra, it's all about that balance. It's all about those partnerships where love is at the center, both new and old. And so what I see here is, coming into the end of the week, you've got a lot of opportunity through connection, business, and love potential. On the 4th, the moon's going to be moving out of Libra into Scorpio. And so that gives a lot of passion and energy, as well as sensuality and impulsiveness. Just be forewarned. But it's easier to deal with strong changes. And with this, you may be torn between two choices at this time. You also could be caught in the middle and also choosing to be blind to the truth. But what I also see in that is that you have a change coming in. There's something that will basically kind of bring a tower where the foundation was not strong, and bring a close to that chapter, basically. And with the solar eclipse, especially because it's kind of an aspect that will spark events to clean house for us or tempt us to clean house as well, this does not surprise me. Basically, what I see in this in a lot of ways, too, is that there was a delay of inspiration or news that's going to be coming in, and that will be causing this tower here. So if that resonates, just be forewarned. I am sending all my love to you, but let's find out a little bit more about it. So, Spirit, tell us more about this tower here. Thank you. Okay, so it could bring a difficulty to focus. It could also lead to a little bit of head fog or bad quality in your work. So now it's going to be kind of a temptation of trying to distract you, basically. What I do also want to say, though, is that at this time, Venus is also in Scorpio, and it's going to be trine with Saturn, which is in Pisces. And so you are thorough and you are precise during this time on the 4th. You're also very loyal and sincere, but now is the time where you will be tempted, or tested rather, where it'll be a universal test of the master of character. It'll be a test of, okay, how much can we strain or put a little bit of strain on you to make sure that you're really focused, or to try your focus, basically. And so now is the time to focus on simplicity or unobtrusiveness. It's also a good time for commitment, not only in your relationships, but it's to what you're working on, to your skills. And so don't be surprised if this solar eclipse brings in a little excitement this week. But again, we've got a new start. There's an opportunity and there's good news. It may have been delayed, but what I also see here is that there could have, sorry, I'm just reading this in an interesting way. Okay. So this tower will basically cause you to have a little bit of a lack of quality or lack of focus in your work. However, and that's going to be your test. However, this is still a new start. There is a new start and a new opportunity coming in. It's a new challenge, basically, of the Ace of Wands. And where there's another temptation for you is holding on to the past, or possibly getting stuck in that perfection piece that will end up causing regret, basically. So be forewarned, now is the time. And I really got that, actually. I was really going to try and save it for the other reading, but one thing that came to me with the solar eclipse is that it's an overthinking aspect. This will kind of put you in your head to a point where you overthink a little bit too much, basically. And so one thing that kind of came to me in that was, don't overthink it, just do it. As soon as you start overthinking it, just start moving physically with what you need to do at the task at hand. Keep it going, keep it focused. Even if you have a lack of focus, your muscle memory will help you. And also, too, it'll get you out of your head the more you work with your body and work within your body, so that you can find that balance, find that harmony, and get back into a prioritization that makes sense and that's not so foggy, basically. Now, as we close out this weekend, on the 5th, the moon, which is in Scorpio, is also going to be trine with Saturn, like we just said, for Pisces, right? I do want to point out that this is a time where, like I say, it's a test of the master of character, but it's also a great time to conduct business, especially with people where, how to put it, that have significant roles, basically, in the business that you're trying to work with. You are going to be extremely mentally strong or get a leg up from the universe on the 5th. So if this kind of brings you into a foggy area, you will feel much more grounded, like I say, especially by, don't overthink it. Just do it. One step at a time. What's the first step? Get your hands moving, get your arms moving, get your body moving. That way you can get out of your head and get focused and really truly manifest. And astrologically on the 5th, you will be mentally strong as well, or get a leg up in that area. Because again, it's about master of character. It's about focus. And it's also about finding simple solutions for complex problems. And so it does not surprise me at all that we have the Magician at the bottom of the deck. This is about utilizing your skills, or the skills at your disposal. It's also about focus and expertise. And most importantly, it's about direction and knowing the potential that you have within, that you are also, or that's leading you in that direction. And if that resonates, I hope I said it right, or I hope I said what I meant right. But let me know in the comments below, either with a heart or by sharing your story, because really, truly, this is a pretty intriguing week. You've got some good tests, but what I do see in that is that you will be ending this week on top at your best. Now, I do want to also just pull some spirit animal totems here. What's some additional guidance that we can have and gain here? Thank you, Spirit. Oh, gosh. Okay, at this time, I don't know if I appreciate this one as much. But either way, it's about personal choice. And so Spirit is reminding you, close your eyes and remember the power is within you. What animal do you imagine? What strengths are they known for? What wisdom do they share with the world? Embrace these qualities. It's all about you. It's all about the power of you. And embracing your shaman. Embracing the shaman within. You are the creator and the magician in your life. Use your gifts for good. There is power in your wisdom and your words. And remember, with this solar eclipse, there is a lot of power in your words. Connect with the elemental spirits and glide through the void. Claim your place as keeper of the mysteries. And so, like I say, this is truly a week of entrepreneurship. Let me know what you're building, because I am curious as a cat, 7 lives down, as they say, or as I say. But either way, if this message resonates, by all means, please, by all means, help support the channel. Like, share, subscribe. That way we can, and like I say, comment too. Share your story. But that way we can help connect, help get this message out to as many Virgos as we can, and help lift each other up through this week and through this solar eclipse and new moon. But so what we've got, this is actually really interesting, and actually synopsis-wise, I believe it came out this way. But I wanted to pull the major arcana. These are the significant pieces of this week to really be, to keep in mind as you walk through this week. And so what I see in this is basically, for a synopsis of this reading, is that, the devil will tempt you. There's going to be several tests, possibly restrictions, especially if you let those vices control your actions and your decisions. But by staying focused, you can have the start of a new phase. You are entitled to the liberation and rebirth that is truly meant for you, because it is your transformation. It is your lessons that you signed up for in this life, and you're going to be passing these with flying colors. This is a judgment call. This is an awakening, but most importantly, we've got 2 back-to-back rebirth cards, 2 cards about transformation and transition. And you basically, if you were feeling disconnected from the divine, you'll be walking, or if even from yourself. And again, don't overthink it. Just do it. Just go with it. Just move. Get into your body. Don't overthink it. move that body and get reconnected. It'll instantly reconnect you with your higher self, your mental strength, but also to your divine guidance. And so I did want to also pull these though for the music therapy piece. And so for any chakra realignments or issues, it's kind of interesting because I see two root chakras. Wow, I can't talk. Here, and then also we've got the third eye. And so it's about getting back into your body, getting back into birthing new energy into your life. And then also too, getting getting back into your third eye opening, getting back into that connection with the divine and your intuition, and allowing yourself to dream as big as the universe. And again, don't overthink it. Just do it. And so, oh God, I almost didn't even tell you. So what we pulled here is the A, the G, and the C. And so if you are feeling any chakra issues, try playing around with those with music. That way we can realign you, and you can, more importantly, reconnect with the divine and start manifesting in the ways that are truly meant for your highest self in this life. As a reminder too, drink plenty of water. Helps with not only detoxifying, but also getting that energy moving again and replenishing it as well, especially with that root chakra, so that you're realigned and you can manifest. Like I say, this is a time where you are allowing yourself to seek and enjoy, to learn, to find harmony, but also to cherish that present day. That's all about the root chakras, getting into the present. And so I hope this reading helps. Like I say, if this message did resonate, by all means, and I apologize too, true confession, with the construction, I had to kind of rearrange my schedule because they got to this side of the street and it's a bit much for the recordings. So I'm recording these a bit later at night, and I apologize because it is a little bit different for me to do it at a point where I'm a little bit more fatigued for the night, or a little bit more laid back. So I apologize if this one was a little too rambly. Hopefully give me some grace if that's okay. But either way, if this message did resonate and you'd like to support the channel, it means the world. Certainly each and every one of you guys make the difference for what this channel has become. So please like, share, subscribe. Also take a look at our store. Super thanks are also available, but any which way that you share your love and support, and all the which ways that you show your love and support, I thank you and love you dearly. Hope this message helps. Take care. Have a lovely week, and I'll see you in the next reading.